Scott Robertson with Robertson Racing. I'd like to talk to you guys about the latest product that we are offering. It is the RaceSense Pocket Tire Gauge from Fastmate Racing. It's something that we've been using for several years now. I wanted to talk you guys through it. So inside the box, we're going to have the pocket gauge itself, and if you bundle it with the pyrometer probe, it will be in there. Similarly, you can also get a probe that has a 90-degree tip on it that goes out this way, which can be very helpful for all of you who drive cars with fenders that are difficult to get your hand under, similar to ours. So if you have a car like this where it is difficult to get your hand in and around, that 90-degree probe really makes it pretty easy. Otherwise, the standard straight probe will work for you just fine. Once you open up the box, you'll pull out the gauge, and it's very simple. It's completely aluminum body with a shock protector on it. At the bottom is a silicone cover that helps keep water and dust out of the ports. Here at the bottom, you have a USB-C connector, which charges it and also allows you to update as updates come out about every year or so. And in the top, you of course have your pins for your pyrometer probe. They look very similar, but the larger one is on the left, smaller one on your right. When it's time for you to turn it on, there are two buttons. You have your power button and then your select button. If you just push the button, the power button, it just comes up as a pressure reading. So this is great for before sessions if you just need to check your tire temps, be sure. And then an air release valve so you can keep it plugged in or keep it attached to your valve. Push that to bleed off your pressures. Push and hold to shut it off. Now I'd like to show you guys the settings that you have. If you push and hold the power button, it will give you this. The number is your car number, allows you to program that in just so you know what you're talking about. The units is the pressure readings. So you can set it to bar, kilopascals, kilograms to cubic centimeters. We're going to keep it at PSI. The temperature, this is for your tire temperatures if you want it in Fahrenheit or Celsius. And then it also allows you to format the month, day, and year. That is helpful for your records later. Now, go to the next one, your temperature order. This is your important one. So if you want to do temperatures first, which is something that we do, you leave it there. Otherwise, you can select pressures first, temperature only, pressure only, pressure and temperatures. We do temperature first, T's first. Then if we go down, you've got your 4-tire mode, 2-tire mode, and gauge mode. We keep it at 4 tires because our car has 4 tires on it. Start. Now this is something you will want to change depending on the track you're on. If it is a clockwise direction track, you're typically going to want to start at your right front tire. Opposite, if you're on a counterclockwise track, you're most likely going to want to start on your right front tire. If it's counterclockwise, you want to start on your left front. This is how you, let me cycle back through. And that right rear, left front, right front. Similarly, whenever you change your start placement, you'll also want to change your direction. You want to start on the hot side of the car, work towards the cold side of the car. So if we start on the right front tire, we are going to go clockwise, and we are going to cycle in clockwise, and we like to start on the inside to outside, which is what the I to O. The OLED is simply your brightness of your screen here. You can set that to bright, low, medium. Display If you want to offset the tires, if you think somebody's looking over your shoulder and you don't want them to know what tire pressures you are running, you can set them at an offset. We do not do that, but that is a feature that you can have. Resolution, you can set it to high or normal. Normal is just a little bit quicker. Memory, you can clear it out of here. This does remember every session until you do. Then you've got your factory reset. Track temperatures, you can have it get that at the end, beginning or user, and then no labels. Push and hold. That's how that works. All right, when it is time for you to take your temperatures after a session, simply plug in, again, wide on your left, skinny on your right. You're gonna plug that in, tap, and then you're ready to go. Now you can see as I put my fingers on the probe, it goes up slightly. And then you hit the start button, and here is your right front inner temperature. So all you have to do is come over, plug that into the tire, which is very cold here. You're gonna hit OK. OK. Okay. Now, something that this gauge does as well, you'll notice right next to the Fahrenheit mark, you'll see an up or down arrow. When that arrow stops moving, you know that the probe has reached a stable temperature. So same here. When we drag it out, the probe has to catch up just a little bit. Push it in, you see it's getting warmer, then cooler, then stabilize. So at that point, you go ahead and hit the select button and you move on until you're all the way through. And then go ahead and take out your probe. And all you do is push it into your valve. When it beeps at you, it got it. Next one. Next one. And final one. That is it. And you can cycle through your session, FP1, and you can define all of these on the computer. So you can have all the races, qualifying sessions you want. Hit the right button, saves it, and that's it. When it's time to take a look at the data that you have collected from your session, you're going to take your RaceSense pocket gauge and open up your phone, where you have downloaded the RaceSense app. Simply open that up and you have scan. You're going to turn on your device. On the back is your NFC, and typically my NFC reader is at the top, so I hit scan, touch it to the back, and you see records uploaded. Then you hit the data at the very bottom, and here you have all your locations, you have your dates, times, and then you have your raw data here, which you can export into a CSV file. The things that we like to do is when you hit the date, the time and date that you are interested in, it pulls up this file. Let's pick one up that we've got the tire temps here, which will be this one. And this is the readout that it shows you your before and after pressures if you took those, and all of your tire temperatures inside to outside on all sections. It'll give you your weather conditions that it took from your phone. Any notes that you'd like to make, you can set that up. Vehicle number, you can change the tire set, you can take your track temperatures, ambient temperatures, all that stuff. But that allows you to sort through and take a look at the data that you have collected. That's a quick look at the RaceSense pocket gauge that we are carrying on robertson-racing.com. It's small, it's light, the battery lasts forever. We really enjoy it. It's become a really important part of not only our race cars, but also our business in helping people set up and get the most out of their cars and their driving. So if If you'd like to take a look, robertson-racing.com. Go to the hardware and you'll see the RaceSense pocket gauge. Thanks.